And yes, sir, Eric Lima here, and this is my YouTube show in which sentimental thoughts come from the heart. It's also my YouTube show of mental oddball shenanigans running through my brain. It's EML77 TV, and it's episode 467. What is going on, everybody? Well, one full week of February is up, and now we're in the second week of February. Technically, we're going to be half week through February already, because it is the shortest month of the year. And so far, it has been a very wet winter. I think it's more rain than snow. Not complaining. I think rain is good. I think, the upside of not having a whole bunch of snow is this, because usually when the snow melts and, it kind of evaporates on the concrete and all, it causes a little bit of, pothole problems. I don't know if you guys have a lot of snow so far, have any of that. My hair's all messed up. Excuse me for just a second. Okay, I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I can still talk like this, man. Oh, it's pretty good. So, ready. Anyways, so far over here in the south coast of New England, we don't have a whole bunch of snow, but nothing to complain about, which is good. I'm not complaining. We have a lot of rain. We had a lot of wind, though. So much wind today. And a lot of trash to pick up this morning. Wow, it's at the mall. It's crazy, but. But a lot of crazy things happened on the weekends. I walked in, and I saw one glass broken in at one mall entrance. Looks like some kind of bullet went through it. I don't know what the heck is going on. It was like weird things happen here in the south coast of New England, especially here in New Bedford. It's really crazy. Anyways, mind I digress. We got some big news. I forgot to talk about this, but then when this big news happened, and I think it was like a week ago, over a month ago. This happened, and then everything went awry, and then the trade died down. It was supposed to be a three-team trade between the Red Sox, Dodgers, and Twins. But the Red Sox, the acquisition they got, didn't feel comfortable. They backed out, and decided, well, we're just going to do a two-team trade with the Dodgers. So, yes, the Red Sox had traded Mookie Betts and David Price to the Los Angeles Dodgers. In exchange for a couple of prospects, Jeter Downs, who's a shortstop, he may move over to second base because we need a new second baseman. And Connor Wong, who was like the number 3 catching prospect in the organization of the Red Sox right now. I think he was a top prospect with the Dodgers as well. So we got a couple of good prospects out of this, and I'm sure, a lot of people don't like the trade. They think the Red Sox got hosed and all that. And they just did it for the sake of trying to get under the luxury tax thing, and to avoid any more trouble, because they still have yet to find out what the verdict is on the Red Sox for the sign stealing scandal that happened that involved Alex Cora. They did cut ties with Alex Cora, so they still have yet to announce a new manager as of yet. Ron Renicky looks like he's the front runner for that job, but we don't know for sure if that is where the Sox are going as of yet. They could surprise us out of nowhere. I don't know. And I think a week from this Friday will be spring training. So the first game of spring training is this week from this Friday. And this Friday is Valentine's Day. I want to talk about Valentine's Day for just a second. Valentine's Day, there's some people out there that choose not to celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I mean, I don't see it as a big deal, a total big deal. I'm trying to think here. Give me a second. A lot of people, had bad experiences with loving relationships and all that. With me is ex-crushes and whatnot, and my luck with women kind of stinks. But that's okay, because I don't. Some people go on Facebook and say, "Well, I'm going to be off social media for Valentine's Day. Don't want to talk about it, and I don't want to, I don't like this day. I don't want to read anything about it, and that's okay. And that's okay. People want to, have a little time for themselves, of course, and like get away from people sometimes. It's like, okay, get away from social media. You don't want to get triggered or anything like that. That's understandable, and but you don't have to worry. But don't announce it like, oh, I'm going to stay off social media on Valentine's Day because I don't like the day and it sucks and all this good stuff. Just don't go on social media that day. Find something else to do. Play a video game or something like that. Valentine's Day is no big deal to me. I just treat it like any other day. It's like treat it like just a regular day, regular run-of-the-mill day. Ho hum. I go in, I clock in, do my job, and then shift's over. Change your clothes, hop in your car, drive around, shop for a bit, listen to your music, say holla holla and all that good stuff. I say Mamma Mia by Mauro Ranallo and just get the heck home and chill out, go on the internet or, watch a movie or something, play a video game or do something fun just to keep your mind off Valentine's Day. You want to celebrate Valentine's Day, that's cool. Valentine's Day is pretty cool, but like I said, just chill. Just relax and chill. Just go about your day like nothing happened. Nothing special out of the ordinary happens. You know what I mean? So, it is, yeah. But then again, we're talking about here, holy mackerel, 19 days left of February. You get 19 days until spring in March. You add that together, 38 days of winter left. Unbelievable. All right, 38 days of winter. And the only major winter storm that we had was back in the first week of December, and it was still fall at the time, which is really, really strange, to say the least. But I am not complaining. Because I survived that drive. I survived another drive, because it wasn't a big deal. Then I survived another drive. The last time it snowed, we had some snow on the ground. It was January 18th. It's a few weeks back. So it's like, oh my goodness. So we got that, and I survived that drive on the way home because it was. I think it was kind of transitioning a little bit. Not once again. Yeah, it was kind of transitioning a little bit. So there's that, and got some big news up for my eBay purchases when it comes in. As you know, I purchased a Raspberry Pi 4 complete unit. It costs less, obviously, than the Raspberry Pi 3. I'm keeping the Raspberry Pi 3 just in case as a backup plan. I'm getting an SD card that went with it also, so that is coming in sometime this weekend, Valentine's Day weekend. And if everything goes well according to the weekend, I'll probably play some games from the Raspberry Pi 4. You never know. It's probably the same thing, probably even better. I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest with you. So it's excuse me. So there's that. Tonight on Raw, a huge 8-man tag team matchup. It'll be Rollins, Murphy, AOP versus Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Viking Raiders. That's going to be a barn burner brawl. Raw Women's Championship on the line. Becky Lynch to defend against Asuka. And I read some tweets that Kairi Sane has not made her live appearances. I don't know if they're keeping her back for because they want to make sure that she's okay and actually clear to wrestle and all that. I know she fought. I think she fought only one time. I think, but she has been very entertaining at ringside. Every time Asuka was fighting 1-on-1, so I love Kairi Sane. Or they could send her back to NXT and have her join forces up with Io Shirai. That could be something that they can do, and that will, or have her come with Io Shirai and said, "Hey, Asuka, since you're the Raw Women's Champion, me, Io, got your back. We'll take care of the Women's Tag Team Championship situation." But who knows for sure? The rumor has they may drop the belts to Bliss Cross Applesauce. That would be the team of Alexa Bliss, who has a song named after her from her favorite group, Bowling for Soup. Usually that one, and Nikki Cross. So those two. A lot of things, a lot of possibilities. And you got the NXT Takeover. I will make my picks. I think NXT Takeover Portland is this Sunday on the network. Let me check. Let me Google that for just a second, see if I'm right. The good thing I mean, Portland. Okay. According to it will take place February 16th on the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. So far, and the matches so far. There are 6 matches on the card. Rhea Ripley to defend the NXT Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. Finn Balor goes 1-on-1 with Johnny Gargano. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. On the Undisputed Era, the team of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Broserweights, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne for the Tag Team Championship because they won the Dusty Cup and Then Adam Cole will defend the NXT title against Tommaso Ciampa. Dakota Kai versus Tegan Nox in a street fight. And Keith Lee will defend his North American Championship against Dominik Dijakovic. I can't wait for that matchup. That'll be a heck of a matchup here. So yeah, the Broserweights have won the Dusty Cup Classic. That gives them the right for a tag team title shot. So I will make my picks and predictions on that over that weekend. So so be well aware of that. And oh yes, speaking of February, the middle of February, February 12th is a very important date because 30 years ago here in the States, Super Mario Bros. 3 came out for the NES system. February 12th, 1990. Super Mario Bros. 3 came out on U.S. soil for the NES. Because I know it came out in 88 in Japan. But here on U.S. soil, North American soil, I should say, it came out for the NES system. I am going to do a video dedicated to that. Probably do a Get These Thumbs episode dedicated to Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm not so sure what my plans are. Everything's up in the air right now. And if I'm planning on playing Super Mario Bros. 3, I can do it one or two ways. I can do it for the NES online for the Switch, or I can bust out the NES Classic, hook everything up, and boom, we're going to play a little bit of Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm sure you guys will be cool with that as well. But I will talk about it first, and then over the weekend I'll probably play it. You never know. You never know. I'm unpredictable in life, dude. You know, I'm just a party man. You know. Yeah. So we got Valentine's. You know, the week of Valentine's Day usually is the worst week weather-wise, which is totally bizarre, shall we say. And I am just, but now I'm looking at the forecast, and the forecast you call for mid-upper 40s, and I think, and this weekend's going to be pretty cold. The highest will be, the coldest will be Sunday at 28 degrees. 28 degrees, man. I'm telling you. I'll see if I'm right about that, because the weather can change. The weather forecast can change time and time again. I'm going to check this thing out. I'm doing it right now. It's raining. Light rain showers. Okay. Let's see. According to this. All right. Tomorrow we're getting rain. High is 45. Partly cloudy at 43. High 43. Rain again on Thursday to 48. 31 degrees for Friday. On Valentine's Day, partly cloudy. The high is 31, the low is 6. The high, Saturday will be the coldest, partly cloudy at 28, the highest. Sunday we'll be back up in the 40s. And we got, it calls for Monday, February 17th, 48 degrees, partly cloudy. And 18 to 19, both scattered showers with a high of 47. Tell you what, if this winter is going to keep up this way, I think we're going to have a decent winter. We've still got March and April. The first half of March is usually winter does not end until the 20th of March, and that will be the spring equinox. But sometimes, sometimes snow does happen, but it will probably possibly the time change, because March 8th will be daylight savings time beginning. That time change could, the temperatures will probably improve a little bit, and if we do have snow, it'll probably be a cold day, like I say, 30 degrees, about 4 inches of snow, and then the next day will be 50, 60 degrees, and I'll be wiped away, and makes our snow shoveling easy. We'll be we're doing it one-handed. Yeah, here we go. So anyway, so we got that going. So a lot of craziness happened. I tell you what, man. Like I said, it has been a trying 1.5 months already into the new year. And a lot's going on. I cannot divulge to all of you what's going on. Just keep my family in your prayers. Just pray for safety. Pray for protection. That's all we ask for. That's all I request. So, can't get into details. Why? Just do it. If you don't believe in God, just say, hey, hope Eric has a wonderful day and his family. Protect them. Hope they are protected and be safe. I do appreciate the good vibes. Yeah, I need some good vibes. There you go. All right, for those of you who believe in God, you can pray for us. And those of you who don't, just give me good vibes, positive vibes, and positive messages and encouragement. And just, I'll go get them. Go get them, Up and Adamant. Remember that? Remember that cartoon? Adamant. One more bit of detail going on. Going back to the world of wrestling. Killer Cross and Timothy Thatcher signed on with the WWE. They reported to the Performance Center, as is The Rock's daughter, Simone Johnson. If Simone plays her cards right and puts in the work, which I know her father may have taught her a lot of things. If she remembers what her father has taught her, put in the work, pick brains, learn a lot, and she could be the first ever fourth generation WWE superstar. And that's huge. And that is totally huge for her. So she knows she's got a legacy, but she's out to carve her own. You have the huge, youngest pressure on the young lady, only 18 years old, which I'm very, very surprised at. So she's going to have to be patient, put in the work hard, and hopefully she says she's picking a lot of brains from the veteran superstars and everybody else in there. So she's willing to learn. They say the two main coaches, Sarah Amato, Matt Bloom, saying she's a sponge, she's absorbing everything. And I think it's going to be, if she keeps on doing that, I believe that Simone could be as big as her dad or even bigger than her dad. Just like The Rock was bigger than his dad and his grandfather. He became a larger-than-life actor, for goodness sake. So he's done, Rock's done it all. He's a 10-time world champion, for God's sakes. 10 times. That's The Rock for you. I'm telling you, that's The Rock for you right there. So, and hopefully Simone could carry on that legacy for her father and grandfather and great-grandfather. So that's huge. Very, very huge. So let's see. Is there anything else going on that I should be knowing? Like I said, I'm really excited about my Raspberry Pi 4 system coming in. Can't wait to use it. Can't wait to have fun with it. That way we can party. I'm keeping my Raspberry Pi 3 backup plan. You always got to come up with something. And that means my addition to Get These Thumbs will kick it up higher, kick it up a notch, and we're ready to roll, ready to rumble, and mamma mia. I got to, look up the wrestler named PJ Hawks. And this video is going to go viral. Go on Twitter and look up PJ Hawks, or I shared it on Facebook, where he leapt off the second story of a mall into the ring. I'm not kidding you. You think that Jimmy Superfly Snuka's cage dive back in 1980? Or was it 79 or 80? When he faced Morocco? I don't know. He was in a title match. I don't know if it was against Backlund for the championship or Morocco for the Intercontinental title. I forget which one. But he left off the cage, at Madison Square Garden. But this guy, some kind of mall, PJ Hawks, was inside. I know he worked for Rowe, Booker T's company, him and his father, Luke. He jumped off the second story of this mall and landed in the ring. Good thing the wrestlers were there to catch him. It was like a mega crossbody. I'm going, yeah. And I'm going, oh my God. I'm like Mauro Ranallo, Mamma Mia! I'm like, holy cow. Did he just do? And I shared it on Facebook and said, do not try this unless you're a trained professional. Not only this guy was a trained professional, but he was a stuntman. PJ Hawks, look it up. PJ, if you Google PJ Hawks set a mall leap or something like that, wrestling mall leap or something like that, just look up the name PJ Hawks. This and Sports Center tweeted about this. Sports Center, ESPN Sports Center. People are gonna think this guy's going nuts. I'm like, I wouldn't do that if you paid me $1 million to do it. I don't care if some girl offered me to have sex with her, just for me to jump off a second story of the mall and land inside a ring on top of 3 wrestlers. I wouldn't do it. I would not do that. No. I would have to be as crazy. I would have to be so crazy I make Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley, look like a saint. Like a normal little boy in church. That's how crazy I would have to be. But then again, don't give Shane McMahon any idea. Shane McMahon left off the top of the cage, all right? He left off 50 feet. He would do something like this. If let's say the WWE had Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, Shane McMahon came back for one match, hence, let's say, the Mall of America. Imagine him leaping off a second story built on the mall, or better yet, third story, fourth. Don't give Shane McMahon any ideas, please. Don't give him any ideas. So Shane McMahon's going to look at that. I'm hoping Shane McMahon's looking at that video, like if his son's showing him, and he probably look at it and goes, I wouldn't do it. I would not do that. I don't care if Raw emanated from the Mall of America. Imagine, if Raw emanated from the Mall of America, I think the 24/7 title will be on the line. Man, like, you pinned him at an Auntie Anne's. You pinned Mojo Rawley at an Auntie Anne's. Better, what stores are nowadays? Oh my goodness. And, I know what I want to talk about next before we end this video. The Silver City Galleria. As my brother likes to call it, the Silver City Diarrhea, because it is that bad. The Silver City Galleria Mall is being bled of tenants. In fact, I think by the end of this month, most of the tenants will be already gone. About probably 95% of the mall will be vacant, except for Round 1, Hoyt Cinemas, Dick's Sporting Goods. And I'm kind of, it's like we're heading down that route. And there's a website called the Silver City Galleria Archives. You got to check that out. And it is just Google it. You'll find some old school pictures. I found an old school. I found the first directory, mall directory, from 1992. They had a lot of cool stores, man. And it's unbelievable now that the Galleria is not what it once was anymore. So, and the owner doesn't have any intentions to closing it, but if he sees what's going on, he'll probably have no choice but to do it. And if that's the case, then we're talking here the third mall to close within 4 years. Because the first one in 2016, the Harbor Mall, the new Harbor Mall in Fall River, gone. And last year, it was the Swansea Mall, gone. The Galleria, very close. Very close. And it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you go inside that mall, my cousin, who is also a photographer, looked at the mall, very vacant, and it was mostly vacant. No stores left. We already have 2 of their transplants for our mall, Track 23 and Ultimate Cuts. They're here at the Dartmouth Mall, and it's crazy. And I'm looking at that going, boy, we're going to be the only mall left standing in the South Coast by the time this year is over. And you know what? We may be right about that. It's crazy, very, very crazy, to say the least. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know what to say. It's wow. That's all I gotta say. That's all I got to say. There's a rumor going around from a friend that it may close up by March 1st. I don't know. I'll have to look into it and see if there's any news on it. But all I know is about 95% of the Galleria Mall is going to be vacant. So if you walk in there, look around. take a good long hard look, take some pictures, because it may not be there anymore. Those doors could be closed for good. If that's the case, I'm going to miss it, and I'll probably talk a little bit about the Galleria. And possibly the shortest mall to survive, because I know the Harbor Mall was around in 1971, the same time as the Dartmouth Mall. Swansea Mall opened up in 75. The Galleria opened up in 92. I believe the Emerald Square Mall opened up in 88 or 89. I don't know when the Providence Place Mall opened up. But that will leave with the Providence Place Mall, the Emerald Square Mall, and our mall. Basically. We don't know how the Emerald Square Mall and the Providence Place Mall are doing. But one thing's for sure, I gotta go visit those malls pretty soon. It's gonna be crazy in the next few days. It's gonna be crazy this month, and a lot going on. A lot going on this month of February alone. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Well, hopefully to get back to finer things, fun things, and the next few episodes. Like I said, there's lots of stuff I'm looking forward to. There's lots of stuff that I may have to be well aware of. So it is life is an adventure. Seriously, it is a humongous adventure. A lot going on. So we'll see what happens. And I better get off here and get off this YouTube. Get off webcamming and YouTubing, and I'm going to just sit back and chill. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's gonna be another day. Yay, yay, hey, down. A little bit of monkeys. So I'll see you guys later, and you guys have a wonderful day. Episode 468. Don't know what I will talk about next. I will find something to talk about always. Working outside kind of inspires me to do so, to find some subjects and all that. So I'll see you later, and God's blessings to all of you guys out there, and peace out, and just go about your night. Have a wonderful, relax, behave yourselves, and just be cool, man. Just be cool. Just do your thing. Just do your thing. All right. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day.